Because I know at Rutgers it's $100 every time you walk into that class.
Wow.
$100. I mean,
expensive.
Now, Jasmine, can you elaborate on how important it is to manage your time?
It's very important as far as getting your papers in, and when you do papers, it's hard because I know this from experience. I'm a procrastinator, so my tips for other college students is to make sure, like when a teacher gives you a timetable, they start talking about the paper, start doing it, because you don't want to be up the last night before doing the paper. So it's very important to manage your time well.
I pulled some of those all-nighters, and it was like I pulled about 2 of those the first semester, and like before Christmas break, I was like, no, as soon as a professor told me I had a paper due, I started doing it like that exact day. And like, you know, if they say you have like a 7-page paper due, I'll try to like at least do 3 pages that first week, and then, you know, like have it done like a week earlier, you know, so.
One thing about college, about writing papers is, because I used to be one of those students in high school, they should do the paper before night and get the A. So I came into college thinking it was just like that, and when they turned back that C, I was like, whoa. So that was kind of weird. But one thing I will say about college that I do like is the office hours. I cannot stress enough, please go to your professor's office hours, because they really do want to help you, because they know that, you know, you're paying all this money, so you want to get your best bets out of it. And going to office hours, it does work. That's the difference between the teacher giving you that B+ or that A. Like, it does make a huge difference, especially if they see you're making effort, because writing a college paper is not the same as writing a high school paper. They want you to do all the stuff that you're not used to. They want you to go against what you just said, and you're just all confused. So ask your professor, what do they want you to do? And I think that's very important with time management, is fitting that time to go see your professors.
Cool. Now, here's a great question I think we're all waiting for an answer for. Is college everything that you expected it to be?
Yes.
Yes?
Actually, I really like it. Like, it's actually more than I expected it to be. I mean, you know, sometimes you're really tired because, I mean, although you can make your schedule around to where you want it, that you don't have to have class every day, you know what I mean? Like, you can have, like, maybe 3 classes, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you can do whatever you want with your schedule, but I mean, I really like it, not only because you can make it flexible to, you know, your schedule, but it's just like meeting a lot of new people, and it's not really like high school where it's like, you know, people are taking everything for granted. It's like in college, it's like real life, because not only, you know, you're paying for it, but this is your future. I mean, it's like, in high school, they look at, of course, your college, you know, your application for college and your SATs and your grades. But then you have to understand that with college, your transcript, that's getting you a job. That's what's going to, you know, help you make a living. So you really have to, you know, I can't even stress that enough. Like, college is a lot more important than high school. So, I mean, but I like the transformation. It was, you know, I like it a lot.
I don't think, like, I don't know. I say, some days I feel like, oh my God, I love being here. Some days I'm like, wait, these are supposed to be the best years of my life, you know, one of these years is going to come. But like, college is just one of those things that you have to experience. Like, I think everybody should just take that chance to experience and just don't worry about anything, because it's really like, I can't really explain it to you, you know. The fun and the meeting with new people is just crazy. And again, with the transcripts, you have to really understand that, you know, this is just not about, you know, going on to a big school. This is about your life. Like, this is where your path is headed to. And one thing about college, you just have to meet new people. And I'm very happy that you guys brought up the time management thing, because, you know, you can go to parties and you can still get that A in class. You just got to learn either to come early to the party and then leave late, or you just, you know, come late and leave, you know, late. So it's just about managing, like, your time. You can still have fun and still get those A's or whatever. But it's like, again, that time management question is very important, that a lot of high school students need to work on. And believe me, you'll learn. Either you take it from somebody that's already been through it, or it's just, you just got to experience it yourself.
Cool.
As far as the party things, it's like, not only do you have to, what did you say about come early, leave late. You have to pick which ones you want to go to. You can't go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You know, every year it's the same, you know.
You won't miss anything. The same people be there.
And it is what I expected. It's a little easier than what I expected. I thought I was going to be overwhelmed, but once you get into it, it's pretty good. It's what you make out of it.
So, would you recommend commuting or living on campus?
I would recommend living on campus. I'm a commuter, but I would recommend living on campus because it gives you more opportunities to do, you know, the extracurricular activities and all that other stuff.
I would definitely recommend living on campus because I live on campus right now, and I couldn't imagine like commuting because, first of all, college life, most of the stuff happened at nighttime, and I'm not just talking about parties. I'm talking about like events that they have, and you living on your own, like you really do appreciate your parents and like that home that you had, that you know they feeding you whatever. Like, you know, you might have the meal plan, but then you start missing that home cooked food. So I think staying on campus allows you to really manage your time, allows you to really make these grown decisions like, okay, I can go out at 12 at nighttime if I want to. Am I going to go to that party, or am I going to go to the student center and go study? So college really forces you, especially when you stay on campus, to make grown decisions, I would call it, and to like step you outside your comfort zone. So I would really recommend staying on campus.
I recommend staying on campus because I stay on campus as well. So again, like the, you know, activities, a lot of them happen at nighttime. And besides, you know, a lot of times you have the train and the bus and they run late, and you know, it's all that other, you know, stuff. So if you live on campus, you know, it's easier to get to class and just do what you have to do.
Real quickly, do you think it's better to stay closer home or go to college?
Well, I don't. It depends on the person. Because some people, you know, they work and, you know, they have things that they have to take care of. So therefore, you know, staying at home would be good. But, you know, if you just, you know, want to just, you know, go experience, I think going away would be a good choice.
Definitely.
I think, yeah, it does depend on the type of person. I mean, if you're the type of person where, you know, you can't go to a local college because you have all your friends and you just want to get away with that and, you know, they're affecting a certain way, I think the farther the better because, you know, that forces you to meet new people that you would have never met. But then again, if you do have, like, some family issues that you need to stay close home, then, you know, I suggest you do that, you know, because there's always great colleges in your local area. You just got to do your research and they will be there. You don't need to go all the way out of state. Yeah. And there are great benefits to staying in state, too. So you just
financial
need to
benefits, yeah.
Because
yeah, I agree. I agree with both of them. It depends on the person.
All right. So well, that's it for Youth View. I would like to thank our guests for taking their time out and, you know, talking to us today about college.
Thanks for having us on.
No problem. And for the students who are on their way to college, we hope that our guests gave you some helpful tips today. Stay tuned because next we have our returning college students, Sam with your local and world news and Jennifer with College Spotlight.
Thank you.
Hi, this is your host Samuel Jean bringing you the world news and local news. Starting with world news. A massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake killed more than 8,500 people in China and left hundreds trapped under rubble. State-run media report. Some 900 students are reported buried under a collapsed school. The earthquake affected more than half of the country's provinces and municipalities. And Yangon, Myanmar, the United States delivered its first relief supplies to Myanmar on Monday as the UN urged the remote nations to open its doors to foreign experts who can help up to 2 million cyclone victims facing disease and starvation. Myanmar reported that the official death toll from Cyclone Nargis has risen by nearly 3,500 to 31,938. Nearly 30,000 others remain missing, and the UN and others have said that the death toll could reach 100,000 or higher. Britain's opposition leader called for airdropping aid if Myanmar's military government remains adamant, while UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon criticized the junta's unacceptable slow response to the helping of cyclone victims. Now for the local news. The acquittal of the 3 New York City officers on the Sean Bell case led the Reverend Al Sharpton among dozens arrested Wednesday as demonstrators blocked traffic at the height of the evening rush hour to protest the acquittals of the 3 detectives in the 50-bullet shooting of an unarmed black man on his wedding day. Police estimated that 190 people were arrested, including Sharpton and 2 of the survivors of the shooting and the slain man's fiancée. The demonstrators prayed, sang, and chanted slogans including "No justice, no peace," as they converged on the 6 heavily used bridges and tunnels that carried traffic to and from Manhattan. The protests were part of the coordinated campaign to urge federal authorities to investigate the shooting of Sean Bell in November 2006.